Jordan and Air Jordan.
What'd you expect? Elmer Fudd?
Training mode.
The NBA season had just came back after 3 months of wondering whether the season was going to continue or not. But finally here, and the season is finally coming back.
Drive. And a massive jam.
So I feel like it's the perfect time to talk about the top NBA players of all time that acted for a motion picture. NBA players have the biggest personalities out of all the other sports like baseball, hockey, and football. They're the athletes that get the most amount of money, popularity, and especially endorsements. So throughout the years, there have been plenty of NBA players that had the opportunity to be involved in the most innovative commercials, memes, and for a long time movies. I've seen plenty of movies with NBA players that had been really successful, and usually most that are just outright trash. LeBron James before this season announced that he was going to be the star for the sequel of the cult classic masterpiece Space Jam. Other NBA players like Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis, Kyle Kuzma, and Chris Paul are all joining LeBron in the Space Jam sequel, Space Jam: A New Legacy. I don't like that name, but whatever. Along with WNBA players Mike's sisters, Nika and Chini, and future Hall of Famer Diana Taurasi. So today we'll be going through all the movies that had NBA players involved in it. Space Jam. Space Jam came out in 1996, which most of us were born around this time. Michael Jordan was getting ready for the 1996 NBA season while filming the Space Jam movie. MJ would team up with Bugs Bunny and the Looney Tunes to stop aliens from taking over the world. For Jordan and the Looney Tunes to stop the aliens from taking over the world, they had to beat the aliens in a basketball game. I know the plot is stupid, but we don't care about that. We here for the athletes and Bugs Bunny. The aliens start out as these little short-armed creatures, but then they use their powers to absorb the athlete's talent.
Holy Jesus.
Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, Muggsy Bogues, Larry Johnson, and Shawn Bradley. Imagine you're a superstar like Barkley, but then losing your talent playing like Wesley Johnson. I don't know if Bradley had that talent, but he was tall, so that counts. Also, Larry Bird is in the movie for a little bit, so that's a plus. Space Jam turns out to be a hit and since been a cult classic.
Crazy?
Since we started out this topic with LeBron, let's talk about his performance in 2015's Trainwreck movie, starring Amy Schumer. LeBron is basically playing himself and is best friends with Bill Hader. Bill Hader is LeBron's agent in the movie, and LeBron just tries to help out Bill and just talks about himself.
My boy got a girlfriend. Like, man, it's been forever. I lost the championship in 2011. It's like when I decided to go back to Cleveland.
You like it? You think Cleveland's cool? I mean, I never heard anybody say, I'm going to Cleveland on vacation. I mean, what's so good about Cleveland?
I was surprised how solid LeBron was in this movie. He made me laugh a couple times, and it wasn't awkward. Not amazing, but solid. That's basically it. So if there's anything LeBron is better than MJ in, it's definitely acting for sure.
Oh, my nuts.
How can we not talk about the legendary hooper and get buckets Uncle Drew, who's played by Kyrie Irving? Kyrie has been playing the character Uncle Drew since 2012 for Pepsi. Kyrie would go on random streets dressed like an old man and play random ball players in the street. I don't know if they fell for it, but it was entertaining seeing them be surprised. Along the way, other superstars joined Kyrie in these Pepsi commercials like Kevin Love, Maya Moore, Nate Robinson, and Baron Davis. Then the Uncle Drew commercials turned into a feature-length movie with Lil Ray Howery. Nate Robinson returns along with some new cast members like Chris Webber, Reggie Miller, Lisa Leslie, Aaron Gordon, and of course Shaq. I'm going to mention Kyrie Irving's teammate Kevin Durant. Before he made the Warriors OP, KD was with the Oklahoma City Thunder and he had to star in a movie called Thunderstruck. That movie was cringe. It was basically Space Jam, but without the Looney Tunes, aliens, and a bunch of kids that don't know anything. The less we talk about that movie, the better.
What character is this?
Uncut Gems, starring Adam Sandler, who plays Howard in the movie, had Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett as one of the main supporting characters in the movie. Fun fact, The Safdie brothers, who are the directors in the movie, wanted Joel Embiid in this movie and was their first choice. That's cool though. He got more important things to worry about. Anyway, Uncut Gems is set in the year of 2012 during the Celtics and Sixers series in the playoffs. The Doug Collins led Sixers. Those were rough times, oh my lord. Garnett goes inside Howard's jewelry shop and finds this gem that he believes will make him great in basketball court. Garnett asks for the gem by Howard. Garnett gets the gem, and that's how the plot begins in the movie. Kevin Garnett was great in this movie for a basketball player. I have not seen any basketball player that has acted as good as Garnett in Uncut Gems. KG was natural, he showed emotion, and it helps that he had some fantastic directors to help him out. Uncut Gems was a great movie, and KG is part of what makes Uncut Gems great. Ray Allen, who was one of the greatest and most terrifying shooters in the league, starred in one of Spike Lee's joints called He Got Game. Ray played high school prodigy Jesus Shuttlesworth, who was getting recruited by every college in the country. Meanwhile, his dad, played by Denzel Washington, tries to convince Jesus to go to another college so he would have less time in jail. Ray Allen was basically playing another former NBA player, Stephon Marbury. Anyway, Ray Allen was good in this movie, and now everyone that watched the movie nicknames him Jesus. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has been in plenty of not just movies, but classic movies people watch today. Legendary actor Bruce Lee was acting along with Kareem in the karate film Game of Death. Kareem was basically a final boss character in the movie that Bruce Lee had to defeat, and he was really good for what he had to do in the movie. Kareem was also in another legendary film, Airplanes, which starred Bill Murray. He was basically a pilot of the airplane as himself. Kareem was solid in Airplanes as well, and was funny too for as much as he had to do in that movie.
Kazam!
Now Shaquille O'Neal, one of the most dominant big men in NBA history, has been in a lot of movies. Shaq has so many movies in his bag that I think the best way to show all his movies is using a little bit of a montage. One of the movies that I've seen Shaq in as a child was the movie Kazam. Shaq was basically playing a genie that will grant the kid that found in him 3 wishes for him. It's basically Aladdin when it comes to the genie part. Bro, as a kid, it was entertaining, but as I got older, it was hilarious for the wrong reasons and a little weird. Then you had Shaq and the little kid rapping,
My name is Kazam, I got the whole plan.
Is that it? Is that the whole deal?
Oh, hell no!
and that was it for me. There are a lot of movies we didn't mention, so we're just gonna go through a fast-paced montage right now. After seeing all these NBA players in these movies, which one surprised you the most? And if you watch any of them, what would you consider the best performance or worst performance from an NBA player? Leave a comment below. Also make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.